I still can't figure why all the Democrats seem to hate the voter ID Save America Act. Like, I don't get it. It's going to come for a vote in the House. Should win easily. Joining us now is Florida Congressman Byron Donalds. Byron, I mean, I know it's got to come back to the floor because we added voter ID. Voter ID, photo ID is something that we should have had. I mean, what you need it for everything else in life, including airplanes and federal office buildings and getting entitlement money. Why not this?
Larry, you said it absolutely right. Why not this? Everything you have to do in American life requires an ID. Americans very easily can acquire it. And the other thing is you just got to make sure you prove you're an American citizen. How hard is that? Where's your birth certificate? Where's your passport? These are things that can happen and can easily happen. But Larry, the truth is the Democrats don't want it because they want the loose ends in voting. They want to be able to allow people to sip into our voting systems and to be able to effectuate major changes to America without the American people either having their will be heard or to disenfranchise the American people. I mean, look at Minnesota. In Minnesota's law, a voter can take 7 people to the polls with them and basically just vouch for them that they can vote in the election. Like, that's craziness. No, but that's what Minnesota allows.
Really?
Yeah, that's what Minnesota allows for, Larry. It's nuts.
Vouch for them? Like, who are they? I don't know. They're my best friends, you know. I didn't know that. That's even worse than the usual stuff.
So this is why we need it, Larry. But the Democrats are going to oppose it simply because they view this as a challenge to their ability to maintain seats and maintain power. That is the truth. That's why they've always opposed voter ID. And if you look at states like Florida, states like Georgia, states like Texas, people have no problems having their IDs, no problems going to the polls and casting their ballot. It's about protecting the American franchise.
I think it was Steve Scalise, Majority Leader Scalise, I think it was last night on the show, who reminded us that you needed a photo ID to get into the Democratic convention. Okay, how about that? but they're against it for voting. And then Chuck Schumer's now saying it's racist. He calls it a Jim Crow law. I mean, it's pure insanity. And so will any Democrats vote for it in the House, you think?
They should. I think there'll probably be some that'll vote for it. They absolutely should. Larry, let me put it to you this way. For any member of Congress on the floor of the House, you know what they have to stick into the card slot in order to vote? Their congressional ID, which has their picture on it. So you're going to have Democrats who are going to vote no when they need their picture ID to vote in the well of the House. I mean, this is crazy stuff.
Well, maybe they'll ring the fire alarm like they did the last time. Anyway, Byron, 50,000 Dow. You're a financial guy. You're a money guy. Future governor of Florida. 50,000 Dow, up 1,200 points today. What do you make of it?
I mean, look, it's monumental, obviously, for the stock market, for the Dow Jones, demonstrating that when it comes to where the future of America's economy is going, President Trump's solutions for the American economy have been working like they worked during his first administration. They're working in the second. I think for people in America, Main Street, what they're looking at right now is what does this mean for me when it comes to food, to gas, and to housing? I think those are all the remedies that typically follow the rise in the stock market. We see no reason why that's not going to continue. And I heard your segment before, I think it was with Kellyanne, about what's going to happen when people go to file their tax returns, the benefits of no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, way more tax savings when it comes to Social Security. That's going to impact the bottom line, the pocketbooks of the American people in a positive way, and you're going to see our economy continue to rise. I mean, Larry, last quarter, 5.25 GDP raise in the middle of a government shutdown. That's major movement. We're on the right track.
I mean, as of late January, I think January 26th, those refunds start pouring in. You're exactly right. But you make another good point, Byron. The stock market itself, it's a good indicator, not perfect, but it's a good indicator of future business and the future economy. And it's certainly giving us a bullish signal. Now, it's not always right, I get that, but more often than not, you get a rally like this, and this rally has been going on for a while. It's good news for the economy.
That's exactly right. The big thing, I think, going forward for us, we'd love to see the 10-year rate go down some because that would mean you get lower mortgage rates for people, lower auto loan rates for people. That'll be tremendous. Want to do everything we can. I think a lot of that is government controlling spending on Capitol Hill, so we're not in the bond market borrowing as much. But there's good news for the American people and the economy going forward, and we believe the best is yet to come. And the Democrats didn't do a thing to help us get here.
Thanks very much.